It is my honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to you all esteemed participants as we gather here in Zambia for the ACP-EU Development Minerals Forum under the theme Sustainable and Inclusive Mineral Value Chains Development, South-South Cooperation and Knowledge Sharing.
In 2018, most of the presentation were actually on challenges. But this time we can see there is a big change. You know, the presenters are talking about the achievements.
In Tanzania, we estimate to have close to 6 million artisanal and small-scale miners who are mining different minerals. What I'm taking from the training here in Zambia, artisanal and small-scale miners, we can't remain small forever. We need to grow.
There is a true sense of persons understanding the utility of minerals and seeking to utilize their mineral resources from the respective countries to effect personal and national development.
Notre travail, c'est quoi? C'est de les sensibiliser, de les formaliser afin qu'ils puissent travailler convenablement. Un pays qui est en pleine construction, naturellement, a besoin de l'utilisation des substances de carrière.
Parce que ce que je retiens et qui a beaucoup attiré mon attention, c'est les aspects environnementaux, notamment le toolkit qui a été présenté par l'équipe de Zambie et tout ce qui est lié à l'impact des activités minières sur la forêt au Cameroun sont des éléments, moi je pense, que sur lesquels le programme doit encore construire davantage pour que la ruée vers l'extraction ne crée pas plus de dommages environnementaux. Les deux doivent aller de pair pour qu'on évite une catastrophe environnementale. Mais je pense que la prise de conscience est déjà là, réelle, à partir de ce forum.
People are in a space where they are doing things without knowledge of skills to do the mining. The challenges that are being faced by women is one, culture. Two is access to finance and capital. The women don't just have the money that they could maybe invest in equipments, also just safety gears. We wrote a proposal to UNDP ACP-EU Development Minerals Programme. We won that grant. It was $5,000 US. And we picked $1,600 US and put it in savings groups. We split the money in 3 village savings groups. And that became our very big success story because it is 2 years down the road. This is the 3rd year. We still have that money. The money is growing. We share the profits and retain the original capital. So the money is growing and it has boosted business because part of the money we use to train the women on occupational health and safety. We train the women on first aid.
My takeaway from this gathering is that I've seen that every country is trying to have inclusive value addition, where we are developing the natural resources, but we want to include everybody in that value addition. By example, bringing women and encouraging women also to be involved in artisanal mining, while at the same time, we are pushing other agendas like big mining. And therefore, to me, I feel that is where we should be because it will reduce the disparity between the high income and the low income people. And it's really making sure that everybody now has got a meaningful participation in the economy and to reduce poverty.
Ce que je retiens de cette participation, c'est d'abord en fait la prise de conscience des minéraux de développement dans le secteur en fait de tout ce qui est changement climatique. Parce que là, on a commencé à parler des matériaux au bas carbone.
J'avoue que ces 3 jours de partage d'expérience l'on a beaucoup appris. Nous avons vu ici des briques fabriquées localement des Cameroun, des briques, des pavés fabriqués localement, des pierres taillées sur place qui peuvent être aujourd'hui la fierté de tout un pays, de tout un continent.
The one thing that I loved so much during this forum was how the presentation that was done with adding waste to development minerals. I've learned a lot. They added almost all other waste, every waste, they added it to the development minerals and then used it for something productive and which earned the women a living. And it's something that I'll take home and we want to implement it back home.
I can say it's an eye-opener and it's a life-changing workshop. My favorite session was on the geology, the mapping, which I felt is very important for the governments to have the cadastre, to have the mapping and the geology. This just opened my eyes, and if it's done properly, the ASM sector will be a very good sector.
And my takeaways from this meeting here is that we need to stand up as a continent, and particularly as a country, we need to be ready to add value to all our critical minerals.
The strategy that you use in India in terms of creating small jobs and creating a small enterprise, this is what I can take home because I can multiply what I'm doing now in Far North, not just for the Far North region, also for the Africa, like the Sahel zone.
I think one of the most incredible things that I've experienced here is the wealth of innovation and ideas being exchanged between countries and seeing how real collaboration and partnerships are being built from Jamaica to Tanzania or from Cameroon to India.
ASM, there's still a gap between a small-scale miner sector and a large-scale miner. So how do we bridge that gap? So the key takeaway there is simply upscaling them in terms of capacity building and trying to ensure that they are legal and licensed. Our talk should be more centered around the future and what's our plans to be able to restore and build the capacity of the generations to come. And also the idea that a mindset change is also something important for us to change the mindset of the younger generation today, to be mindful of the mistakes that we've done today and in the past, that they will not repeat it in the future when it comes to extractive mining.
It is with great satisfaction that we will be launching Phase 3 of the ACP-EU Development Minerals Programme during this forum, furthering our commitment to sustainable and inclusive mineral value chains.